Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful night or day, depending on where you live at. And tonight we're gonna give a look at the homebrew content of D&D. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this because people are really creative. And we're gonna kinda look at the lowest score in this table, so this is gonna be fun. Not to make fun of everyone here that submitted stuff, but if it has a low score and it is publicly available, then it's fair game for everyone. In any case, I guess we can maybe give some pointers as to how maybe improve their stuff or something. We'll see. It's gonna be a wild ride. And with that out of the way, hey Tora, welcome to the stream. Let's put some music up. Okay. By the way, as disclaimer, I am in no way a professional D&D player. I just play casually every now and then, and actually have far more experience with Vampire the Masquerade, as that was the game I used to play long ago. But I know my ways a little bit with D&D and whatnot. And yeah, what else is there to say other than let's do this? Oh yeah, I know there's a lot of homebrew content out there, but this time let's take a look at spells. I'm not sure how many we'll be reviewing right now, but I think spells are a pretty interesting choice. There's a lot of other things like feats and whatnot, but Jesus, this water is screwing with my throat. Anyway. So D&D homebrew, yeah, basically you have your D&D stuff, but also the rules state that you can do whatever you want, and these are homebrew content made by players, DMs, and other aficionados. What D&D stands for? D&D stands for Dungeons and Dragons. It is a tabletop RPG game where you basically roleplay a character and use dice to determine if your actions will be successful or not. And you play along with your dungeon master to tell the story of your characters and the world around them. That's basically it. So yeah, let's do this. I don't have the scores right here. I decided to kind of hide them just in case. Just keep in mind that this is gonna be from lowest rated to highest rated, so just to make things a little bit more anonymous, I could say, just to not shit on the scores or anything, and also because it fits a lot better with the screen. So let's do that. Okay. Another thing that I gotta play for people who don't play D&D, these are spells. If you're a spell caster class, you basically have your level spells 1 through 9, which determine the power of your spell. They're also categorized by school, like necromancy, conjuration, and whatnot. You can see there. And also cantrips. Cantrips are spells that you can basically cast at any time. It's the kind of spell that you basically can tell by memory and not need any special preparations or anything. But yeah, that's basically it, just for a short explanation. And the first one we're gonna see is Acid Nap. It is a cantrip with a casting time of 1 action, 30 feet standard range, visual somatic components, instantaneous con save, and poison, a pretty standard poison spell. Or acid spell. You can do acid damage also, but it has the effect of poisoning. Let's see. You extend your hand towards a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature must succeed a constitution saving throw or fall asleep. Also take 1d6 poison damage. Increasing damage by level up. Okay, for starters, this is super overpowered. Well, I think I can see the... Okay, you can see the score. That's good. So for starters, a cantrip shouldn't be able to make your target sleep at any chance. That's super broken. That you can see what is among the worst things. That shouldn't be a thing. Mind control, necromancy, first level bonus action. 100 feet range. Components visual until dispelled. Okay, we are already going wild with this spell. DT Clona, welcome to the stream. Allows the player to control any creature or possessed item within 100 feet as long as the player knows its name and language. Possessed item. So you can't mind control an item unless it is possessed by something. Got it. It is also a first level spell, which is pretty much available as soon as you start playing. Good. You can't dispel that without anything. Unless maybe dispel magic. And it costs only a bonus action. You don't even have to use your action, use your bonus action. Cool, totally balanced spell for a first level. Good job, BG Tips. I love this spell, I'm gonna learn it. Okay, now we're pulling out the big guns here with this 9th level spell. Flaming Barrage of the Awakened One. I'll open the page, I guess that's fine. Let me just check. Okay, I shouldn't scroll down. Flaming Barrage of the Awakened One. Level 9, 1 action only. 60 feet area. Only a visual component. Good. You don't need any components, no costly materials. That sounds super balanced. Already. And it says, quote the speech of the ancient primordials to awaken a power that's been kept away from any mortal that will use this spell for harm. Once the words... I can't read runes. Oh, it's right next to translation. Alright. Awaken, O Great One. Is spoken, a rumble will begin to form around the party. It will grow in strength and then stop. That surely takes a lot of stuff just in one action, in one turn. That's a lot of things happening at once. You rumble, begin a form, and the party will grow in a string and then stop. As a gargantuan rift forms in front of your eyes, as a gargantuan again, sized primordial comes through the attacking the entity that the caster thought of while the spell was being cast. Okay, so you think on the person that you basically want to cast this while you're casting this. Got it. Seems like a spell you give to murder the whole party or just to give as an epic final kill. Most likely, yeah. Let's see what it does. A creature comes out of the portal, okay. The primordial will then, with its ancient power, fire 3 orbs of ancient magic. The entity... Okay, it's a little bit hard to read because it lacks punctuation marks. 3 orbs of ancient magic, the entity has the primordial is targeting have to make 3 separate DC 23 dex saves. It is not a... It has to be exactly DC 23. It's not a spell casting plus X plus Y, okay? Or take 40 DC D6 true damage. What is true damage? This is not a video game. What is true damage? This is D&D. You gotta have a damage type. Anyway, let's say true damage is a new damage in this thing. But the XA failed to make dice 20 D6 entity succeeds the save. For example, if an entity rolls all 3 saves then fails 1, the damage dice will be as follows: 40 D6, 40 D6 plus 20 D6, and so on. Okay. So for every dex save succeeds, make 1 of damage dice. Yeah, that's standard half damage stuff. Okay, so basically you summon someone else to throw orbs at your enemy. That's what I'm getting. If you have someone you really hate for a 9th level spell, you can annihilate them with this. Alright, and it's only a visual component. Got it. True damage is a term from damage that can be resisted. Yeah, but there's no true damage in D&D, as far as I'm concerned. You got your resistance for things that are specified, but there's no such thing as true damage, if I recall right. Or maybe this spell is so cool it actually deals a new type of damage. Alright. So it's a Final Fantasy summon. Cool, yeah, you're basically summoning something. Okay, the next is a cantrip called Atimar Wings. You know what, I should click the links instead. Because of true damage is force damage. It is still force damage. You could say, yeah, it should be true damage, but it can still be resisted. As true damage, I just say it shouldn't be resisted, so it's a little bit weird. Anyway, let's move on to something cooler. Atimar Wings is a cantrip with no action. Okay, you can just cast it whenever you want, I guess. Touch. No components, except, they'll specify later. An hour transmutation and movement. Okay. Large wings sprout from your back, angelic if good alignment, skeletal if evil. To gain a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. After 1 hour, you must rest the wings. You fall if it's still unlocked after 16 minutes. How to break your game? Give yourself a cantrip that it allows you to fly. I mean, it is a cantrip. What's stopping you from just casting it again after an hour and not resting the wings? It is a cantrip. You can cast it whenever you want. Also, range erase touch. It is not self. So that means I can use this on another player and give them fly. Alright, let's just keep your entire party fly at level 1. Nothing bad will come from that. Your cast spell is in a spell slot of 4th level or higher. You can target an additional creature for each slot. But this is a cantrip. Okay, I guess they intended it to be only you and then you're gonna spend a spell slot to keep someone else fly. But then again, if you're using a 4th level, don't you learn fly already at 4th level? Anyway, it is amazing. It is balanced. It says components none, but then below says a wing feather from any bird. Gotcha. Flight is so busted, then again, climbing is also busted. Heck, a workaround is just getting to level 20 Vengeance Paladin and you get free wings for being a good boy of vengeance, yeah. And in that case, it makes sense because you're not getting it right away. You get your cool wings when you deserve them. Anyway, cool spell. I'm gonna use it a lot. Abolish Shriek. Conjuration. Another cantrip. Let's see how broken it is. Cantrip on action self. Visual component. Damage Eldritch Blast. Okay. Just Eldritch Blast. Blast foes with Screaming Soul and Shadow. Okay. Blast foes with Screaming Soul and Shadow. Damage Eldritch Blast. So this is an Eldritch Blast Recolor. Got it. I love it. Anyway, Dracolic, a cantrip. Okay. It is a cantrip. I'm already telling what it's gonna do. One action, 30 feet. 30 feet movement. Visual. Damage necrotic. Summon a pet Dracolic. Alright. Eldritch Blast, but in the form of a shotgun. That seems cool. Just give your Eldritch Blast another flavor. Anyway, just summon a pet Dracolic. Just summon it. As a cantrip. Sure. That's all. You let your DM handle the rest. Just summon your Dracolic. No issue here at all. Absolute 0, level 9. Okay, we are getting again. It is either cantrips that are super broken or a 9th level spell that will break the game, maybe. Someone in the form of a cantrip seems busted. Kinda wish my brother was here so he could judge this as a DM. Tell them you want to add this homebrew in your campaign. It's gonna be amazing. Level 9 on action. A really big area. In a sphere. No components needed for this. A dex save and damage cooled. Send a wave of ice everywhere and freeze everything in the area. Okay. There's no damage, there's no terrain effects. Just send a wave of ice and freeze everything. Cool. Cool stuff. Just freeze. Get your cold drinks ready. Anyway, let's get past that amazing spell into this one. Deathbolt. A cantrip. No action, 100 feet. No components needed. Instantaneous. Target takes 2000 D20 necrotic damage. Absolutely amazing. Why am I sticking to Firebolt and Eldritch Blast when I have this spell here already? Just point and kill everything on sight. Hey, LOL Music. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of dice if I wanna cast this spell though. The entire game session will be just me rolling dice. Anyway. Strange Deathbolt. Ooh, we got an improved version of this cantrip. This one's strange. Let's see. 9th level, 1 action, 5,000 feet. Well, did you gotta have components here just to balance out. Necromancy. You can hit up to 5,839 creatures. Hey Oni, welcome to the stream. That's a very specific number of creatures you gotta hit. You create a deathbolt that deals 50 CD12 necrotic damage. If a creature dies, it becomes under your control. If it does not die, it has immunity to all damage for 56 years. And its HP maximum increased by 45d8. Okay, at least you balanced that somehow. Still, statistically talking, you gain more than you lose. So it is either you kill someone and get a zombie, or you create gods all around. Alright. Not sure who can survive 60 CD12 though, but there's always a chance it happens. Cool spell. Anyway, Healing Wind. How are you, folks? I am doing great. My brain is already mushed and it's only been like 20 minutes of this. Cantrip, 1 bonus action to defeat visual. It is a healing cantrip. A creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit point equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undeads or constructs. Yeah, it doesn't sound broken at all, being a cantrip that can heal. There's a reason you put healing behind spells and not cantrips. You spam this and then basically nobody dies. Someone went down? Oh, let's just cast this and bring them back up. Sure. Absolutely broken. I'm a bit stressed, but I'm fine. Okay. It's probably a necromancer ritual spell that he does during the campaign. It could be a villain plot spell, maybe. That seems actually reasonable within that context. You know what? If you could make this, let's say, a touch spell that transfers your health onto others, like let's say you roll 1d4, but then you take damage equal to double the amount you heal. That could actually kind of balance it out for a cantrip. Take away the range and give yourself the merit for that. It's a good way to stabilize someone, and also puts you on the spot because you gotta be right next to them. That kinda seems better, and do not scale it. Still, healing as a cantrip still kinda broken. Okay, we have Mage Armor, but what about Battle Mage Armor? First level 10 minutes. It is a ritual, so yeah. You gotta have material, so that makes it better, I guess. 8 hours. Ooh. And I show this bit to my D&D buddy so they can make 5 or 6 campaigns based off these spells alone. Sure. Let your DMs go crazy with this. If you're not wearing armor, your arcane aura coalesces into a protective magical force surrounding you until the spell ends. Your base AC becomes 13 plus your dexterity modifier. The spell ends if the target dons armor if you dismiss the spell as an action. Isn't this just Mage Armor? Huh? When you reach level 5, the AC further increased by your spell casting modifier. At level 11, your AC further increased by your proficiency bonus. This should be upcasting it instead of getting it by level. I guess I can see why it goes like this, but no. You should upcast it, not improve it by level. Anyway, enough of armor, let's remain naked. Million Chains, a second level spell, that sounds badass. Level 2nd, casting time 2 actions. Okay, that's pretty weird, but sure. Range area 120 feet. Visual somatic, instantaneous. Why is it called Million Chains? If it says only 30 chains, why would you call it Million Chains? No, you're already doing it wrong. It's a both variation of Mage Armor, even though you can see just cast it at higher levels. Yeah, it's Mage Armor but different and weird. Okay, you lost me at the Million Chains name. 30 chains come off from your body and fly through the air and each do 1d4 damage. Okay. This move takes 2 actions, one to summon the chains and another to fire the chains. Every spell level it goes up by 5 chains. So you can get It's another 35. You cast it at level 9, I think. So that gives you only 65 chains. That's not even close to 1,000,000 chains. I'm kind of unsure of myself for a long while it comes to the Homebrew campaigns, even from discussion with my DN group. You can have some Homebrew content if all the group agrees to it. This is just Spawnscape. Basically, someone wanted to be a Spawn rescue character and they wanted this. But then again, having two actions, one to cast and another just to shoot. So you just throw into the trash. Anyway, cool. Disappointing chains. Atimar Wings. Flight. Okay, so we have here Atimar Wings. And then we have here Atimar Wings Flight. Is there any difference here? Cantrip. Enact Atimar racial trait Radiant Soul or Necrotic Shroud. Allows you flight speed of 30 feet for the duration. When the spell ends, the target falls if it's still aloft unless it can stop the fall. So this is just the other spell, but the condition is that you gotta have Radiant Soul active. And I guess less flight speed. So I guess this is more balanced than the other one, because it is also 1 minute. But still, flight on a cantrip. No, you don't do that. Okay, this one sounds cool. Agrion's Choice of Demise. 8th level Necromancy. Casting time 1 action, visual, somatic, 2 rounds. You shout the command word and one creature of your choice within 30 feet of you makes a DC 18 Intelligence Arcana saving throw. That's a very specific saving throw. Okay. It's just I don't just want to use Atimar but not be an Atimar. Yeah. I want the cool stuff, but not be the cool dude. If they succeed, they choose from one of the following effects. Oh, you can choose what affects you. Okay. I guess it is because it is Choice of Demise. Take 5d psychic damage. Be thrown 60 feet into the air. Be poisoned for 5d4 hours. Become incapacitated for 42 rounds. Be teleported to a random plane of existence. Oh, that went random places, but sure. Or suffer the effect of the Gia spell for 1d4 round. If they succeed by 5 or more, there is no effect. If they fail, they take 5d8 psychic damage. Wait. If I succeed, I choose whatever thing I want. If I fail, I take the psychic damage regardless and become incapacitated. Okay. If they fail by 5 or more, they take 48 psychic damage, 48 necrotic damage, and are paralyzed from the waist down for 1d4 hours. Okay. Okay, I get it. I mean, if it were me, maybe if I were playing a character that can be not poisoned, there's a lot of ways to avoid poison later on at 8th level. And enemies have a lot of immunities, and one of those is poisoned, so they can just take that and not suffer anything. Got it. Oh boy, I have had experience with that piece of junk, really? And please tell me, what stuff did you choose for this? Because I can't imagine someone casting this spell. This is ridiculous, but Regardless, maybe a bad evil guy would use this. Healing Hands is a cantrip, another healing cantrip, got it. One bonus action, touch, somatic. When you cast a spell, you touch one creature within range. You give the creature heal equal to your spell attack bonus. No, level 5 to level 17, the healing adds spell attack bonus again, so at level 5 it is twice your spell attack bonus and so on. Okay, there's no downside to this other than being a touch cantrip, but no. Do not keep cantrip healing. Healing Hands is good. Yeah, it is not as broken as Agron's Choice of Demise, I guess, or Atimar Wings, but still, healing on a cantrip? No. Art. Just art. Okay. It is a cantrip, one action, 15 feet in a cone. It is force damage, a wisdom save also. A telekinetic wave that can throw back, knock down, or stun an opponent. This sign can also be used. This sign. Not spell, not cantrip, it is a sign. Can also be used to destroy obstacles, for example crumbly walls or a stack of barrels. You are giving a cantrip the ability to push back, knock down, or stun an opponent. I mean, it is not acid nap, but still, do not give cantrips any kind of massive control. Summon a Tarrasque, summon the Green Reaper, summon the main antagonist from a children's show. I should be making that up. Nuke an entire capital, turn my character into a pumpkin. And worst of all, reduce my level to 1 when I was at level 12. Ooh. Pain. That sounds like they're just giving a spell the deck of many cards or something. Deck of many things. So many randomness. Let the wild mage, well, sorcerer, cast the randomness, not specific spells. By the way, what was the children's show antagonist? I am curious now. Absolute cancel. First level abjuration. Range area sight. Alright. Cancels anything that relates to magic. Magical attack, magic shield, armor, magical illusion, etc. First level, you get dispel magic. At any range you can see. Just say no to magic. Absolute cancel. Amazing. This just force potion from a little pony? Ooh. I am not kidding. In a way, I'd rather be level 1 than summon a pony, I think. Acid Touch. A cantrip. Yep, it is range area's touch. Necromancy, and the caster must perform a successful touch on an enemy. Once this happens, the recipient takes 1d4. So I guess you do an attack roll for this. And the recipient takes 1d4. Just 1d4. Here, have 1d4 for you. Multiply the number of dice for the caster level. 3d4, 7d4, yeah. It is a touch cantrip that only deals 1d4. You got it. I mean, it is not broken. You can grab this and not break your game. Is it worthy? I don't know. But it is an option. We also had anime ultimates like it's a fighting game and they were legit worthless. Ooh. Anime. Nothing personal, kid. And then Omni slash you on the back. Anyway, Burning Sacrifice. Ooh. 4th level Necromancy. Let's see. 4th level 1 action. Sight. I just need to see someone. Okay. None. Attacks at melee. Roll a d20. If you get a natural 20, the spell activates. If you succeed, you dash up to the opponent and grab them. You put your hand up to your chest and make a huge fireball, exploding and instant killing you and the enemy. Such is the fate of a noble sacrifice. What the hell is this? Okay, it is a 4th level that kills you. And kills whatever you are holding. Pretty much that was the NPC. He wanted to die so badly, but the party except me wanted to keep him alive. Oof. Well, you're in their plans, I guess. Okay, first of all, you roll a d20 and you can only cast this spell if you get a nat 20. So... how much is that again? Is like a 5% chance that you can trigger this? And no matter where you are, you can be at the wizard's tower looking through a telescope at someone. If you succeed, you immediately dash up to the opponent and grab them. Doesn't matter the distance. You just do a instant transportation like Dragon Ball and grab them. Got it. I have no other options. I could cast Fireball, but I'd rather cast Fireball on myself. Got it. Yep. And only it is a 5% chance of using this. If you fail, you spend your spell slot. Good spell. It doesn't bother me that you insta-kill something. It bothers me that it's only a 5% chance. Lucky Star. Ooh, cantrip. It is a reaction cantrip. Instantaneous Divination. Any die rolled by you or an ally can be rerolled, ignoring any penalty or disadvantage. What? Instead, roll 4 die and choose the best result. Binoculars are now banned. The DM who thought this would be a good idea to have in the game. Yep. What if I have clairvoyance? Would that be counted sight too? Anyway, so you basically nullify any disadvantage your party has with this. It is a cantrip that does way better than the lucky feat does. For anyone, for a cost of a reaction. Yep, not broken at all. Not broken. Just take this and steamroll now. And crush your game. Cantrip, what? Yeah. Okay, page 2. We are at Aki's Wondrous Item, a level 9 Conjuration. It is a casting time of 4 minutes. Very specific casting time. A self-range area. Instantaneous. No material items consumed or anything. A wondrous item appears either in your hand, next to you, or on a coat rag that disappears as you take off the item, depending on the item's type. And roll a d20 and consult the following chart for the variety of the object you create. 1 10 uncommon, 11 to 20 rare. After you roll a fail like ethereal monster tells you what rarity it is. Yep, just a random fairy tells you it is a rare item. Okay. And you must tell it what wondrous item you would like. After you cast a spell, you can cast it until you spend all 4 points it has. Wait, what? You spend all your points, you must finish a long rest. After you do, restore 1d4 points to the spell. You roll 20 the higher levels. It is already a 9th level. You roll a d20 for each higher slot you insert the spell into, and therefore get multiple items. Okay. So first of all, you're getting an item, an uncommon or a rare item. And I guess you can use it once you spend 4 uses to it. It is a pretty weird spell. Everything from just casting from a d20, not using any components at all, just get your uncommon or rare item. But by then, if you are casting a level 9 item, you're casting a level 9 spell, I guess you already have pretty much legendary stuff on your persona. Why won't get Wish instead? Anyway, Aroniansky Calming Spell. It is a cantrip. Let's see. Like rolling gacha? Not exactly. You still get something of value, but just get Wish. Really, just get Wish. It's better. Anyway, cantrip. 5. Why would you cast a cantrip with 5 actions as a ritual? What? What is this? What is this? Range area sight at 2 feet in a cone. Until the spell or trigger. Illusion, wisdom save. What? Only warlocks can use. This spell can calm an Aroniansky when the Aroniansky has gone crazy since it hasn't seen or has any blood. What? It is a casting time of 5 actions, and this Aroniansky will do anything within those 5 actions as a ritual. You cast this as a ritual for 5 actions. Cool. Very specific cantrip for only works on Aronianskys. Alright, absorb. A cantrip, 1 action, 10 feet. Instantaneous Conjuration and no save. Pulling a weapon made of water from the air, you slash a 180 arc in front of you, passing through any living creature. Ooh. The creatures must succeed at DC 17 dex saving throw. Or this is a cantrip. This is a cantrip that asks you to right off the bat do a DC 17 dex saving throw, or take 4d6 slashing damage as a cantrip. You absorb the water ripped from their blood and heal for half the damage done to the target. You may choose what creatures are not affected by this attack. What? Okay. That's a lot of damage for a cantrip. That's a lot of effects going on for a cantrip. Is this a ritual? Sure, you do your absorb. Why am I here casting Eldritch Blast when I can use absorb instead? Anyway, Abyss Walker, level 1. Ooh. On actions, touch. Abjuration. You now have full control over the Abyss. You can, as a level 1, you have full control over the Abyss. You can enter it at points there is a rift between the planes of existence, and you can also draw any item or creature that has been absorbed by the Abyss. Has no floor, punctuations please, or direct its pitch black except for other objects or creatures. You can breathe normally in the Abyss. There's previous versions too. Abyss Walkers. Okay. First level spell. You can just travel between planes of existence. Sure. And you can drown people in it. It's an absolutely upgrade banishment spell at level 1. Cool. Cantrip. Ah! I love this name. It's gonna be great. Cantrip. One action. Self in a sphere. Visual. Wisdom save and frightened. You pull out your fury and rage into your lungs and release it in one big war cry upon any unfortunate enough to be near you. Ooh, spicy cantrip. With one thunderous shout, you unleash your pent-up anger, pain, and frustration into one singular earth-shaking shout. That's a very specific description for a cantrip. Oh, it gets worse. The very heavens trembles before the might of your ire, and the circles of hell quake at your wrath. Holy shit. All creatures within 100 feet of you take 1d6 thunder damage. That went down quite for a lot. And must make a wisdom save or be frightened for 5 rounds. At level, specifically 5 rounds, no saves after the first frightened round. Nope, just 5 rounds. Level 3, your damage increased by 1d6. It's level 5, 7, 17, and 20. Okay, pretty broken spell, but I love the name. I would have A as a cantrip if it didn't frighten. Reduce the range to like 5 feet around you and deal 1d6 thunder damage. Yeah, sure, you can keep the damage. I have returned. What did I miss? You missed A. Best spell in the game. Yeah, I could homebrew this as just around you 1d6 thunder damage. And shout ah. Okay, Argon's Pain. It is a 9th level spell. 1 bonus action, sight and only material component. Until dispelled. Got it. Point at an enemy. The creature from then on takes 2d20 of damage. Just 2d20 of damage after every attack they make. This effect cannot be stopped even by gods. Ooh. Not even gods can stop your pain. The target is also unable to move. Wait. If they're unable to move, can they attack still? Are they restrained? How do they take damage then if they can't move? Okay, the material component makes sense. 20 million gold pieces. What kind of nonsense is this? It is the best spells ever. Yeah. Alright, lots of gold, but it is worthy just to screw on whoever you hate. What even? Yeah. Okay, another cantrip. Ability link. Let's take a look. A cantrip, 1 action, 60 feet, and visual. Duration 4 rounds. Ooh. A rope-like tendril comes out of the user and attaches itself to one of the user's party members, increasing their ability, strength, spells, enhancements, summons, and other abilities. Yep, just enhance other abilities and everything. Doesn't say how much it increases their abilities, doesn't say which abilities get increased. But it is a cantrip and you can tie a rope into your friends if you want. Just play Great Domain Cleric and make it vulnerable to the next attack, yeah. Seems better. Anyway, 4 rounds of a rope happening. Okay, that was a little link. Let's go Absolute Death. Ooh, a 9th level spell. It's gonna be great. We're like brothers, except closer. Anyway, level 9 1 action, 100 feet area, visual and somatic, instantaneous necromancy, concept, necrotic. You send a dead spirit towards any living thing within 100 feet, killing it instantly if its level is half of yours. Its health will drop to half if it is higher level than you. You can use this spell if you are at full health. Okay, there's a condition that you gotta have before casting this. Got it? Half of your charity's life. So yeah, just kill anything. Just kill everything. Sure. Oh, but it's gonna be a living thing. And only if their level is half of yours. Its health will drop to half if it is higher level than you. So there's no in between. This is a very specific. Sounds like a big bad evil guy spell. No, but listen, it only affects creatures if they are exactly level half of yours. Let's say if you're level 20 and someone is anything but level 10, they won't die. The way it is worded, it says that they won't die. Monsters don't have levels to spell bad, yeah. Also that monsters don't have levels. So yeah, it is not that it looks broken, it is that it doesn't work. So for an absolute death, not so deadly. Anyway, let's take a look at something better. Accelerate Object version 2. It is a cantrip, 1 action, 30 feet area. Dex save. It has a dex save. And damage. Accelerate objects that fits in your palm to do 2d4 slicing damage plus 2 plus 1d4 damage of object damage type on hit. Example, ball bearing with accelerate object does 2d4 dash slashing plus 1d4 bludgeoning. Add 2d4 slashing and 1d4 object damage per every 5 levels. Isn't this animate object already? You could animate your coins and do this. Tyler is right, monsters don't have levels, yeah. It's only for players. Okay, first of all, this is a pain to read. Accelerate object cool, in theory, 2 OP for a cantrip, yeah. It is pretty bad. Do not let your players have this. Okay, cantrip Amaterasu. Let's take a look. Cantrip 1 action sight. Instantaneous Conjuration, and that's it. As an action, the wielder creates a black magical fire in a 10 by 10 feet square in an area she can see. Any creature in that region must make a dexterity save of DC 13 or cast a spell casting DC, whichever is higher. On a fail, it takes 2d L0. It says 2d L0, not 2d10. 2d L0 fire damage, and ongoing 5 fire damage at the start of each turn. This can't be removed without a spell. On a successful save, the target takes no damage and shifts out of that area. And also spells exist that do it, but better anyway, yeah. Clearly you have never made a peasant railgun. Can you fit a peasant in your hand? Okay, so basically you just create a bonfire on someone. Wasn't that already a spell at level 1 that does this? So they just make this as a cantrip that's named Amaterasu for whatever reason. Peasant Railgun is called Max Strength Barbarian. That is true. Okay, let's move out of Amaterasu and move on to Narmit's Withering Horde. It is a cantrip, which already sounds badass. A cantrip of one action. It deals frighten. Okay, already getting into the effects from a cantrip that control. Sure. You call to the heavens as withering skeletons form around you. This is a cantrip. Shambling towards your target. Your victims run in terror as they see the skeletons shambling towards them. But as they are about to close in on them, the skeletons wither away into ash. It does 1d 0 damage, meaning it's worse, yeah. It is a pretty bad fire spell. Each target you can see within a 30 feet cone must make a wisdom saving throw against your spell, save DC -1 or be frightened for 1 round. Okay, it has a penalty. But still, it's a cantrip, so no. The target include every living thing within the 30 feet that the caster wants to target. You can just target whatever you see as a cantrip and make them frightened. That sounds great. The target to fail the saving roll receives a bonus +2 if they are targeted by the same spell by the same caster again for 30 minutes. This bonus stacks. Targets who succeed on their saving throw are immune to being targeted again for 24 hours. This is really a note for the DM who wants to show off their brand new Big Back Evil guy. Sounds cool though. Yeah, you can have your baddie use this as a cantrip if you want. Man, you need to look up Garlic Bread Domain. Become Ascended. What is that? I gotta look at that. At higher levels, if this spell is cast my brain is getting mushy from reading this stuff. At higher levels, if this spell is cast at level 2, the target bonus is reduced to -1. If cast at level 4, the bonus is reduced to 0. If cast at level 6, the target who fails their saving throw takes 2d6 psychic. 2d6 physic damage. And the bonus is reduced to 0. If casted at level 8, the target takes 4d6 physics damage and the bonus is reduced to -1. That's a lot of numbers to keep notes of. Anyway, do not give Friday a 2-hour cantrip, please. That's bad. Jeez, would everyone have all the spells be cantrips? Yeah. Why not? It is your homebrew. You can do whatever you want. Okay, that was Withering Horde. Let's move on to Arakokra, Dance of Winds. Another cantrip that seems broken. Casting of 1 minute. 45 feet in a sphere. Instantaneous concept. The Arakokra performs a special dance and bursts of energy, winds and just plain power come forth. That's it. The Arakokra makes a dance. It flashes and causes wind, and that's it. Alright, if you want to be a performer, you can use this. Sounds cool. Homebrew because balance is dumb plus homebrew guy probably, yeah. Okay, this is not broken, this is you want to give flavor to your character. Okay, first level spell, Aberrant Melody. One action, side, enchantment. You make blasphemous sounds with your instrument. The target flees on power. That's it. The target flees on power. You need an instrument though, so components, you actually need a material component here. Badly written, 0 out of 10. Okay, Aberrational Smite. Yeah, open this. 5th level. Material component, so okay, 20 feet. All aberrations within a 20 feet radius take 1d4 damage. Damage increased to 2d4 in a 7th level spell slot, 3d4 in a 9th level. Why is this a 5th level spell? A sprinkle of holy water, held in hand. You could literally cast any other cantrip and deal more damage. Power helps him escape, yeah. You summon power and they just ride it. Escape. What is this? Why is this a 5th level spell? Anyway, it is not broken, so I would let my players have this. Sure. Amazing. Amazing spell. Obscura's Dancing Petals. A cantrip. One action, 60 feet. A somatic and a material. Until spelled or triggered 1 minute. Evocation, let's say fire. You know what else can be cast at 5th level of a paladin? Smite, yeah. You can cast anything at 5th level. You can cast anything at 1st level and it's gonna do way better. Anyway, to create a line of glowing ember-like flower petals that dance on the air within range. You can make the line up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high and 1 foot thick. Very specific ranges you can play around. Or a range line up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high and 1 foot thick. The petals last until dispelled or detonated. Detonation? When the petals appear, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 3d6 fire damage and knocked prone. A reminder, this is a cantrip. A 3d6 fire damage and knocking prone enemies on a cantrip. Seems balanced, sure, or half as much damage on a successful save and evades being prone. Once one square detonates, they all do. A flower soaked in rum, then sun-dried. The only good thing about this spell is the component. I like the idea of a flower soaked in rum, then sun-dried. Cool cantrip. Avada Kedavra. I already know what this is gonna be. Sure. 7th level visual somatic. You send negative energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range. The target must make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target is instantly killed outright. On a successful one, the target takes 88 necrotic damage. This spell can be cast at higher level spell slots for an additional d8 necrotic damage per slot higher. Correction, a billion other better fire spells, yeah. As fire damage, we already have a billion other fire spells. Just cast Firebolt. Yeah. Anyway, about Kedavra, nothing to be worried about copyright or having to do with other specific spellcasters from a book. This original content. Ashen's Giant Blade. Ooh, nice spell. 1 minute. It is a casting time of 1 minute, so sure. 160 feet. The caster arms sprout a huge 20 foot height. Sorry, I just had the mental image of the caster arm sprouting a huge blade from them. It's like a plant or something. The caster arm sprout a huge 20 foot high and 1 foot thick blade dealing 3d 20 fire, cold, or necrotic damage. You can choose. Anyone in 160 feet of the direction of the blade has to make a dexterity saving throw of 17 or higher. I mean, it is a cool concept to just get a giant blade. There's better spells that will do way better than this. Let's play Monk and the dodge ability, yeah. Okay, the problem here is the blade is 20 foot high, and how does it reach 160 feet area? I have no idea. Also, the 3d20 damage is pretty meh. For a 9th level spell, just get wish. Anyway, seems not worthy. It is not broken. It is a cool show if you wanna cast it. We have art. Another art. But this is a first level spell, a cone, a 5 feet cone. Sure. Art is a simple magical sign used by witchers. It is comprised of a telekinetic thrust that can stun, repel, knock down, or disarm opponents, as well as remove barriers and other objects. Ooh. Okay, I like the idea. But you're making it also remove barriers as a first level. The soul-colored sign of art series is a very simple spell belonging to the family of psychokinetic magicians, which is based on thrusting energy in the required direction. The force of the thrust depends on how the will of the person is throwing it is focused and on the expelled force. It can be considerable. Probably a slash wave like in anime, yeah. When you see giant blades, a super overpowered thingy, it is anime for sure. Anyway, Abolish Evil. When you cast a spell at someone that is any form of evil or even neutral, then that's not Abolish Evil. They are abolished from the plane that you are on. If they succeed on a DC 21 Constitution saving throw, then they are just transported 20 miles from where you are on that plane. The person who you banish is unable to sense your location for 2d8 days. So you just say nope to someone and you send them away 20 miles. That's it. Just teleport them away. This spell's not show. Just ask your barbarian to do that for you. Yeah. You can just show people. Yeah, you can abolish evil by just sending them to McDonald's or something. I'll deal with you later. You know what else you can cast? Banishment. And it's cheaper. Anyway. Absolute Destruction. Ooh, 9th level. It is a touch spell. The destruction of reality is caused by this spell. Nothing can match its absolute power. Cool. Damage effect, Eldritch Blast. Cast Eldritch Blast at 9th level. Amazing. Absolute Duplicate. First level. 1 bonus action. Absolute Twin. This spell can only be granted if you roll an 19 or higher in meditation. Alright. Absolute Destruction is just a wish spell, yeah. But wish doesn't have Eldritch Blast as damage type. That's where it is different. You are granted this spell or ability by a deity or a divine being as a level 1. Once given this ability, you can create an exact replica depending on what you roll with a d5. If you roll 1, you get damaged by the spell ability or spell roll at d10 for damage. If you roll at 2, you get a copy of results run by your deity flames. The entity does not have a consciousness, so you will have to use a bonus action to control this entity. This entity has half your current hit points and half your current skills. Its AC is -3 from the original summoner's AC. I mean, you're having a second caster. And it has cool flames. So... okay, there's a chance it fails if you roll a 1. But if you roll a 2 or better, you get another player you can control. There's a duplication method that's like that already. You can use it to nuke 8 million lions if you wanted to. Cool. It's called Sun. Sun versus 8 million lions. If you roll a 3, you get a copy of yourself having patches of your deity's flames flowing from its body. This entity still does not have consciousness, so you have to use a bonus action to control this entity. Okay, basically you get better stats. You get a copy of yourself without any visual flaws. If you roll a 5, you get an exact copy of yourself. This entity has consciousness and seems to be able to understand the summoner's truth as they think of them. This entity has all your original hit points and all your skills, shares original summoner's AC. Remember, this will remain until dispelled. It has no concentration. So if you keep casting this over and over and over, you're gonna get an army of yourself. Once the entity is unconscious or has no hit points when the spell ends. Oh well, I guess they gotta go to sleep. And then they disappear. Balanced! Yep, not broken at all. As level 1. Oh, it can only be used once per day. Okay, I didn't read that. Still, you're getting another player on the field, so that's pretty broken already. Nope. Do not give this to your players. Absorb damage cantrip. Let's take a look. Please the beyond go back. Cantrip, no action self. Is attached to strong armor. Just that. That's good, my clone thinks he's real. The clone. You may have killed me, but did you kill all of me? Yeah, that would have been cool and very broken, but it's gonna go unconscious to disappear, and at one point it will have to sleep, so. I love this spell. Absorbed damage is attached to strong armor. That's it. I cast absorbed damage. Abyss Sword! A cantrip. Bonus action, material component. You create a sword out of what appears to be thin air, which looks to all other creatures as a gleaming black sword which flashes across the room, like a spiritual weapon. You can make it fly to any point. This is a spiritual weapon as a cantrip, right? You can make it fly to any point in an 88-foot square attack with... Why does it say 40 feet if it's 80 by 80 foot square? However, when a creature sees this move, it has to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. If it fails, it is compelled to move 5 feet towards the sword. Reminder, this is a cantrip. When it successfully hits an attack, the creature will be thrown into a painful flashback, provided it has memories. I have to make a wisdom saving throw. Upon failure, it attacks itself with its own weapon. Upon success, deal damage equal to XD4. X being your level in the class that you used to cast this spell. Necrotic damage. Something ain't adding up. Yeah. Just scale it with your level as it is. Have this amazing sword that has control, has a lot of range, and scales absolutely insanely. Some graveyard seal thrown into the air. Okay, balance. I want this spell. Accuracy Ace. Touch a willing creature. The creature will automatically succeed in all attacks. I will only have to roll a 17 for a critical hit for 2 minutes. This spell can only be used once after a long break, or to use it, you will have to do a percentage throw for a 75, or the spell won't work. How about no? Yeah, no. Do not keep this. Acid Blood. Ooh, level 1. Sounds like a Hexblade wild plot device, yeah. First one action unlimited. Makes your blood acidic. That's it. Just kill yourself. Yep. Sounds cool. Acid Breath. Just cast hold person and attack them, yeah. I mean, they still gotta make a save, but yeah, just cast hold person. 30 feet cone. Acid damage. As an action, you can exhale acid in a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide. Each creature in that line must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 36 acid damage on a failed save and becoming covered in acid, or half as much damage on a successful throw. Okay, that's a lot of damage for a first level spell. Those covered in acid will take 34 damage at the start of each turn. Yeah, even more damage. Until there's been an action cleaning it off. Once you use this property, it can't be used again until the next dawn. Okay, it is balanced, I guess. You can only use it once, but... yeah. Absolutely balanced. It's just a stronger black dragonborn acid breath, yeah. You can play both. You can use your acid breath and your dragonborn breath. But this one will do a shit ton more damage. Acid Cone, Sword Charge. Oh, that's a very specific, amazing name. Self, a 60-foot cone. How does that work? I have no idea. Blast of acid erupts from your hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a constitution... Okay, it goes from your hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a constitution saving throw. A creature takes 88 acid damage as a cantrip. Okay, you thought the other one was broken? This one's a cantrip. They require no components at all. They take 88 acid damage. Or half as much as a successful one. That seems balanced. A creature killed by this spell becomes a bottle of melted goo. And says charge into the Blade of Spring. So I guess this is a combo spell. We might see the Blade of Spring at some point. All out teleport. Cantrip. Okay, this is gonna be amazing. 2 minutes. A spell that rips the magical essence out of the caster's body through self-injuries to summon a person of choice for 2 minutes. This is more like a trap, like a contraption that does this instead of a spell. Yeah. But would you risk it to get that spell? Maybe. You can use either somatic or verbal components by itself. Already balanced, sure. The spellcaster has to be in some sort of cell-caused pain, both verbal and somatic. Okay, my mouth is already in a verbal pain. Can I cast this? The person summoned has to have an intense bond with the spellcaster. Can be any kind of bond, but the person has to be willing. When the person is summoned, they get a surprise round when they had one round before rolling initiative. Wait, what if I cast this during combat? When it already began. No, in fact I won't. That seems valid. The caster makes a wisdom saving throw, DC 18. If failed, the caster can't talk for the one round they are conscious. After casting the spellcaster stays conscious for one round until passing out, losing all hit points, not dead. After waking up, the spellcaster can't cast spells for 24 hours. This spell can't be stopped, etc. Wild magic, counterspell, antidote. There's a lot of things going on here. This is a cantrip. The spell cannot be used once a month. Why would you have this cantrip if you can only use it once a month? The human mage streaming pain, grab my shoulders, pull out the entire body, blah, 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 I don't care. You can only cast this cantrip once a month. You're gonna pass a wisdom saving throw, DC 18, to summon someone you have a close bond with. I could cast Firebolt. I could cast anything else. It should be a ritual at least. No, leave it as a cantrip, but it's a cantrip that you can only use once per month. To have a friend come with you for 2 minutes. And you're gonna be hurt to cast it. Anger issues. Ooh. For once a month? What the heck? Yeah. For one action self. This spell makes everything in one area get destroyed. Cool. By the way, that area is self, so you just destroy yourself. Finally, my kind of spell. Apple Pie's Derp Shot. What's this? A cantrip. 80 feet range. With the mighty word Derp, you send a shrieking and laughing spectral derp face surging at a foe within range. They must make a charisma saving throw or take 1d8 psychic damage as they reel from the horrific experience of being derped. Additionally, their next attack roll suffers disadvantages when they try to swing. An annoying voice shouts derp in their mind. This spell damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 2d6, 11, 2d6, okay, scales. A small troll statue made of mithril. Uh-huh. It is not the worst cantrip, I guess, but still... nerf the damage, maybe. Make it a 1d4. It's already giving disadvantage, so... it is not terrible, but it should be fixed. And 9th level, area time kill. It is 4 actions for casting, 120 feet cone. Duration, it is concentration, so red seals appear around the creature and after some time the creature will die instantly. And non-dragons and bosses will not die instantly, instead they take 12d12 necrotic damage. Okay, it is specifically dragons and bosses that won't die instantly. This is Hiro's laughter, yeah. Red seals. For a sec, I thought these were actually animal seals that appear around the creature, and that would have been way cooler. But yeah, you can't use this on dragons. Keep that in mind. Black hole. Cantrip. 1,000 feet area. 5 rounds. A 1 foot by 1 foot black hole appears and sucks whatever is close to it to fall inside of it, and it can suck in any size monster. Just use power word kill. Yeah. Just use power word kill. But you won't have the seals if you cast power word kill. Okay, a 1 foot by 1 foot black hole appears and sucks whatever is close to it to fall inside. It's an insta-kill cantrip. Amazing. You know what? Don't cast area time kill. Cast black hole. Gender bend cantrip. 1 no action. Until the spell. As you become the opposite gender, you are cursed to be immune to magic damage, and alcohol does not work on your body. Okay, you change gender. You are cursed to become immune to magic damage, and alcohol does not work on your body. It is a cantrip. Yep. If you wanna use this one, use it. Genocide, level 9th. 24 hours. Ooh, okay, that's a very long casting time. Kills all living beings on the planet, and the energy from all who were killed is absorbed by the caster, granting them godhood. But you need a diamond worth at least 10 billion gold pieces. I'm getting more than what I ordered for, yeah? You know what? Nerf the alcohol immunity. That's the broken part. Okay, let's say your big back evil guy has this spell. You have 24 hours to defeat him. And you gotta break its other mega diamond in the middle of the hall. Yeah, give this to your baddie and not your players. Sure. Level 9, by the way, Godhood. Speaking of the previous spell, 3 actions onto the spell are triggered. You became the embodiment of magic and the limitations of your magic are gone. You can now cast spells that are far above 9th level spells. You can now break it, the laws of physics, and in this form, even the gods fear you, so you only have 10 divine spell slots. Some spells you cast are supernova. You create a miniature sun, and it blows up. That's a supernova. Black hole, you rip space and time and absorb your opponents. Shadow of corruption, turning a large area into mass of death. Chaos, corruption. You can absorb all magic or not be touched by physical attacks. Time manipulation, such as saving someone who died or making another saving throw if missed. Okay, you can do all these cool things, but you can also make another saving throw if missed. Or stopping time. You can also make a wish without taking any damage. This spell can only be banned by becoming the otherworldly patron's favorite, reaching level 20. You also can cast any spell, 1 9th level spells, even ones that can't be used by a warlock. Jesus, my brain. I just had to read that, and it is now in my brain forever. Is suspension of disbelief really something you need to have fun even for playing D&D? Yes, you need to do that. A degree is required, but for some people it is something they acquire over time, like myself. Yeah, you want to have a good time and not take things seriously. Role-playing is that. You are role-playing. Anyway, get Godhood. Do not spend your time getting other spells, get Godhood. Cantrip! Power of Gods. Cantrip 1 action. This spell gives you unlimited power. You have infinite hit points, infinite strength, infinite cash, etc. Godhood is just a wish spell. Basically, it is better than a wish spell because you can cast a wish after casting Godhood. But hey, Power of Gods gives you infinite cash. That's the broken part. 4th level, the 1000 Hands. Misclicked. 1 bonus action. Self in a square area. Alright. Control. You say, 1000 hands come to me in giant 3 times. And 1000 hands appear from your back, giving you plus 30 damage and advantage of melee attacks. Or 5d6 damage and advantage on melee attacks. The user can grapple more than 1 creature and the grappling action is free. The grappling action is free. How to break economy and make money worthless. Yeah. This is a 4th level spell. That makes you grapple more than 1 creature and the grappling action is free. You can just grapple anything with this spell and get advantage. Cool! Take a sip every time you say a cantrip spell on this stream, lol. I mean, a sip is still gonna kill you. Okay, next page. Ancient Keeper of 10 Flaming Arrows. Evocation level 1. A visual component only. The spell Keeper of 10 Flaming Arrows is a spell that evokes 10 small balls of fire, 1 at each fingertip of the flames, then themselves when not used will last 5 minutes. This spell can be used in various ways. Each flame can either be fired one at a time or in a group, the max number of which is decided by the level of the warlock. In groups, the flames will merge together to form a larger flame, as of such doing more damage. After this spell is cast, the user can use their bonus action on the turn they cast it, or on a later turn to store the spell, saving the remaining arrows for later. This also fans the flames, resetting the spell's duration. Oh. You have 10 small balls of fire at each fingertip. The using can then on a later turn use their bonus action to reactivate the spell. Cure of 10 flaming arrows. Range, yeah. One arrow does 1d4 of fire damage. 2 to d4, 3 to d6. 4 to 3d6, 5 to 4d6. Why won't make just all of them do 1d4? Let's say you can cast only a maximum of 3 of them. This is a lot of math for just a first level spell. Level scaling, yeah. Yeah, I thought you meant take a shot, lol. I don't like to mathematize that much. Abolish silver crossbow. Okay, we had the arrows, now we have the crossbow. 6th level. Dex save. 750 feet. A huge spectral crossbow appears, hovering over the caster's head. To see the crossbow, a creature must make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw. On a fail, the crossbow has advantage on attack rolls on that creature. If it succeeds the saving throw, it can spot the crossbow at any time during the casting of the spell. The casters can specify who is safe from the crossbow and who is target. The crossbow only attacks the target specified during the casting. The target creatures cannot be altered at any time after the casting. However, the crossbow can be spelled by caster at any time. The crossbow cannot be resummoned without spending another spell slot. Why not just cut arrows and oil and burn it? Yeah. Why not just cast any other fire spell? The crossbow can attack up to 3 targets at a time. It attacks at the start of every of a caster's turn. It is 2d10 piercing damage, 1d8 force damage, and 2d8 necrotic damage. That's a lot of different types of damage. But then again... Okay, it attacks 3 times. In addition, if the caster creature is medium or smaller, or the attack roll is critical, the target creature is stunned. Oh. The creature stunned in this way more than 3 times is immune to this effect for 24 hours. I mean, by then the creature might be dead. Considering the different types of damage and the attacks it deals. Why not just smite? Yeah, just smite. If attack rolls is a critical and the creature is medium or small, the creature is knocked unconscious. The crossbow has 100 hit points and is immune to all damage except for necrotic, radiant, and force. If destroyed, all target creatures take 1d10 necrotic damage, and the spell cannot be cast for 24 hours. Okay, but what if I cast Fireball? What if I cast, I don't know, any other spell that's easier to track? Okay, that was cool. Eldritch Blast. Cantrip. And force. Select one target within 15 feet of you. The target must make a strength saving throw against the caster's spell save DC. If it fails, the target gets pushed back 10 feet and takes 1d6 damage. If target succeeds, take 1d force damage, no knockback. They still take damage. Make it fail the damage, and maybe I'll consider it. Okay. Fireball exists, indeed. Yeah. Also, you know what? Make it this an attack roll, not a spell save DC. Sure. Make the spell save once the attack hits. Arion's Twin Taser. 2 times of lightning as a cantrip. It is a cantrip, of course. 2 times of lightning burst from your first to execute a pair of creatures within range. Pick 2 creatures within 10 feet of each other. Both of them take 1d6 lightning damage, or half as much on a dexterity saving throw. Why is this a cantrip again? If you so wish, you may only target 1 creature. Damage increase, yeah. I mean, we're getting something more grounded with these spells. Still weird and kind of broken compared to other stuff, but yeah. Homemade Eldritch Blast, yeah. It is the moonshine version of Eldritch Blast. Aurochs Auto Schediastic Juke. Cantrip, of course, one bonus action self. Aurochs Auto Schediastic Juke increases your luck when you try to avoid immediate capture. When cast, it gives you advantage on your next stealth, acrobatic, or athletic roll to make your escape, including a grapple attempt, until the end of your next round. If you don't make a roll by then, the spell is wasted. It is somatic. Keep that in mind. In order to cast a spell, you must be traveling at least a half your full movement and be near the next room inside down the road to your pursuers. It can be used while running down alleyways in the city, swerving around trees in the forest. Okay, if you are being chased, and why would you cast this spell if you can just dash? You're avoiding immediate capture. So if you're running from someone, you don't want to make your movement half your speed just to avoid being grappled or captured. You wanna dash, so you don't get captured in the first place. It will only give you advantage on your stealth, acrobatic, or athletic roll. I mean, if you're gonna roll stealth, you're already gonna want to be stealthy. Have high dexterity and whatnot. Yeah, just dash. Just disengage. Arset's Pocket of Time, level 8. I'm gonna finish with this page and then go to bed. My brain can't take all this knowledge all at once. The frontal exists for a reason. And uncanny dodge, that is true. It turns from night to day. In other words, about 12 hour progresses instantly. You need a clock. Okay, why would you want to do this? As an 8th level? You know what else you can do as an 8th level? You can just wait. Or you can do stuff during those 12 hours. Anyway, Abyss Rune, level 5th. 1 round, it teleports the character to the Abyss Doo-doo. Okay. That has been a cameo. Yeah! Yeah, I was gonna try squeezing in some drawing, but feel tired even when I nap today. Yeah, just rest. We can do that tomorrow. It teleports the character to the abyss to run to any spot in the area. People love the abyss. Amazing spell. I would consider this one. It's great. Anyway, cantrip, Abjurous Ward. Damage effect warding. A semi-transparent blue ward of magical energy appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have a +5 bonus to AC and saving throws, including against the triggering attack. This is a cantrip. As a one reaction. Why do you have Super Shield as a cantrip? No, do not let this in your game. Holy cow, the typos on some of those homebrew spells. Yeah, they are amazing. I love them. Speaking of Abjurous Ward and Shield, we have Absolute Shield at 9th level. Ah, 5 minutes casting time, okay. You speak a word of power and summon a house sphere of material of your choice. The spear has 500 HP. Okay, if it is the material of my choice, if I make it glass, does it still have 500 HP? What if I make it chocolate? Does it still have 500 HP? Wait, it's the cantrip. The shield spell exists. Yeah, it is an absolute insanity. I'm gonna make my absolute shield of paper. The gem is the center of the spear. The spear does not break or shatter until either dispelled or loses all of its HP. You know, for an absolute shield, that's not absolute if it is dispelled. Anyway, just get the wish. Absorb. Cantrip, one action, acid. +5 1d12 heal the amount of damage you deal. No. Too strong. Absorb life at 5th level. I think material is what determines the AC, which with adamantium being the best at 23. I mean, I guess, but why not just cast I don't know, Force Cage? Wall of Force. Anyway, Absorb Life, one action, 60 feet, non-instantaneous, 1 minute. Absorb Life, single target, make a ranged spell attack, DC 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom against one living person or animal. Target must make a wisdom save versus the attack, or Absorb Life drains 50% of the target's total hit points instantly. Higher damage, when you cast a spell, is in spell slot of 6 level or higher, the range increases to 10 feet and the damage increases to 75%. Total hit point lost. Ooh. This is 5th level. Just instantly drain 50% of a target. Just yeah, vampire if you want to absorb life, yeah. Bite and suck in. Absorb life multiple targets. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all this. Spell target, range increased by 10, one more target per each spell slot. That's a very big difference there. You can make 10 enemies lose 10 hit points. Or you can make a single target lose half of their HP. Also, attack save is melee, even though this is a ranged spell. Anyway, if you wanna suck, this is the spell for you. A cantrip, abuse but not harm. Cantrip action 40 feet, 5 minutes. When the spell caster casts the spell at a target within range, the target goes under excruciating pain without taking any damage points. Target must succeed at DC 10 wisdom saving throw or lose 2 action in combat and is paralyzed afterward for 10 minutes. What the hell is this cantrip? Why are you giving this cantrip way too much control? I know it is a wisdom 10 saving throw, but it's a cantrip. You can cast it any time you want. Yeah, no. Cursed Arms, level 9. 1 bonus action. Necrotic damage. Let's see. Make a melee spell attack on a target enemy. If the spell hits, the enemy takes a 3d12 magical piercing damage, 3d12 magical slashing damage, and 6d12 necrotic damage, and the enemy must make a spell save or be given the decaying debuff. This debuff deals 2d6 necrotic damage per turn and prevents the effect from being healed or getting temporary hit points. For 1d6, 1d4 plus 2 turns. If the melee spell attack crits, the debuff duration is doubled and the target has disadvantage on the spell save. Just grapple them! You could just grapple them, that is true. But then again, she would only be casting the cool spell. Okay, first of all, this is a 9th level spell. It uses a con save, which probably anyone is just gonna pass because con save at that level is gonna be really easy. And you could cast anything else that deals better damage instantly. Anyway, cool spell. Get it. Don't get wish. Get this. Ace. Level 5. You can say lock Ace, and for the next 3 rounds you will automatically succeed in all saving throws, skills, and attack rolls. It is not the worst spell. But it is 3 rounds. You could cast some cool spells and not let them get away from them. Fireball, yeah. You can just cast Fireball. Okay, we're almost done with this page, finally. Acid Blade, let's take a look. Cantrip, 3 action, self, material. 1 round. Wait, it is concentration, but it is 1 round. Ah, got it. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Has a 20% chance of placing a 25 decrease attack debuff for 1. Okay, how do you play the 20% chance? And what the hell is a decrease attack debuff? What is that? The specialty of Acid Element Dragonborn that uses Great Sword, it has a cooldown duration of 3 turns. The users breathe their acid into their blade and use it to poison and debuff the enemy. Okay, just explain to me what is a 20% chance and what is a 25% decrease attack. Also, why is a cantrip letting you attack 2 times? Ah, my brain. I don't need a brain anymore. You can have it, I don't want it. Acid bomb. Let's take a look. Cantrip, one action, 90 feet, or 20 feet sphere, 200 spheres. 20. My brain, I can't. 200 feet sphere. No components. You don't need anything. It is a cantrip, and you need nothing. It has an insane range. Got it. A shimmering green bomb streaks toward the target within range and bursts in a spray of acid. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. Okay, you're using a ranged spell attack. That is balanced. For 90 feet. And 200 feet sphere. When I hit the target takes, never mind, 4d20 acid damage immediately and 5d10 acid damage at the end of its next turn. Why is this a cantrip? On a miss, the bomb splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage and no damage at the end of this next turn. Components none. Why is this a cantrip? Why? Why is this a cantrip? And why does it have so much range? Why am I even trying to think this stuff? Acid knife rain, let's go. Cantrip 5 actions and 1,000 area range. Illusion special 10 days. Ooh. Spell a rogue that makes potion bombs. No, you want this cantrip. You want to cast this at every turn for 4d20 damage. And so the DM will love the ideas of a mad bomber. You could play that. That sounds fun. And it's a ranged spell that casts a cloud of acid around you for 20 days. It says 20 days, special 10 days. A stockpile of gold worth at least at 2000 GP. Okay. You cast this on yourself and it lasts for 20 days. An acid knife rain around you for 1,000 feet area. Just walk around and melt everything around you. Cool. But it has a strain save, so that's balanced. Cool. And remember, acid knife rain is better, according to this score, than acid nap. Acid nap only made you sleep and dealt like 1d4 damage. This will have a rain of acid all around you for 20 days. But this is better. Anyway, acid spit. Cantrip 350 feet cube. You spit acidic liquid on the range of your vision. The attack gives 2d8 of acid damage. The target must do a steady saving throw to escape from the spell. On a failed saving throw, the creature takes half of the damage. Why even take Eldritch Blast when you can have this? It is on site. But it's a cantrip, why? We just don't know. Oh, we have 2 acid spits. This is the second version. 10 feet area, okay, more balanced. You need a material component for this. You spit acid that upon contact releases toxic fumes. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target takes 1d6 acid damage and 1d4 poison damage. That's a lot of damage. If the target is damaged, it takes an additional 1d4 poison damage. That's even more damage. This spell acid damage increased by 1d6 when you... Yep, just... Oh, also specifically, when you reach 17th level, the target can not use the reaction. But it is a 10 feet area. Go away. Ads. It's a 10 feet area, so still. Cantrip, acid spray. Wait, this is already a spell. They almost are punching air right now. They do. Cantrip, 1 action, 80 feet, visual somatic components. Instantaneous. Cause an 8 feet cone of acid to appear from the palm of your hand. When you hit the cone, target will make a DC 18 straight saving throw. Oh, and fail the saving throw, the acid. Oh wait, the other is poison spray, right? Not acid spray. Ah, that was my bad. So this is different actually. The target receives 1d12 acid damage. On succeeding the saving throw, the target receives 1d6 acid damage, which damages the surrounding objects. So this is basically a reskinned poison spray. Cool. With DC 18 straight saving throw. Cool. Okay, my brain hurts. But that was the last page that I'm gonna do for tonight. I got up to page 4 and we are still in the letter A of spells. This is great. Yeah, I need to rest now. Maybe I'll do this stream again. There's a lot of homebrew content that I want to check, and right now I just checked on spells, so there's also races, classes, feats, all kinds of stuff that I can't wait to take a look at. Hey, thanks for streaming, thanks for watching, I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna ask my DM to add all this in their campaign, so I can become the best character ever. And you guys should too. And with that, don't sleep too late. Do not let the art glyph get on you, or you'll get knocked prone and die and explode and all that. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.